we go through life, fun, sometimes it's planned, like when we do practical jokes. Other times, it's unplanned. Funny just happens. Me, I really, really love doing practical jokes. I had a lot of practice and experience in this. I had 3 sisters and I was the oldest. So as we were growing up, I blessed them a lot. But as much as I love doing practical jokes, I think the funniest things that happen are the things that are unplanned. And even along the way, you know, I have learned I gained some wisdom from the things that happened to me. A long, long time ago, I owned a gymnastics business. And I was teaching a beginning girls gymnastics class. I was on the trampoline. And I was demonstrating for all the basic skills. And then I was getting ready to do a straddle jump, which, you know, you make your legs go out to the side and you touch your toes. And I said, you know what, I'm going to impress the girls because I'm very flexible. So I did the straddle jump, and I caused a mini explosion. My gym shorts ripped from the front top all the way to the back end. The only thing that was holding it together was the elastic and sewn into the waist. And the girls look at me, and they're, oh. And they look at each other, oh. And they look back at me, oh. And I look around, and everybody in the gym is, oh. And I could feel myself just getting a little bit red. And I said, no, I'm going to make funny happen. And so I stood before the girls, dignified. On the trampoline, I put up my arms, and I took a bow. And they looked at me, and I said, have you ever seen such a powerful straddle jump? Give me some applause! And pretty soon the whole gym is laughing and clapping. And here's the wisdom I gained. When you laugh at yourself, you give other people the freedom to laugh at you as well. So that's good. But there is wisdom in the fact of it's not always the best thing to do to make funny happen when you embarrass somebody else. Another day at the gym, at the end of the class, I was talking to some of the parents while I waited for their kids to come out of the locker room. And I saw this mother, and I go up to her, hey, are you pregnant? She's, a smile went off her face. She gave me this laser stare. She goes, no. No. Oh my God, I wanted the ground to open up and swallow me and disappear. I don't think it would have been wise to say something like, hey, you should go on a diet. And then later on, my first Christmas in Berlin, I gained some more wisdom. I was working in Petroshan at the orphanage for babies to 3-year-olds. And I went in and there were bananas and chocolate bars. And so I'm going to the orphanage, and as I get there, I realized, no, I didn't bring in water. And you don't want to drink the water in the faucets in Petroshan. So I thought, well, let me look for a store. But everything was closed. In America, some stores stay open on Christmas, but not in Romania. Everything was closed. So I thought, well, I'll just go in and do the best I can. And I was sitting there playing with the kids and having a good time, giving them the bananas and the chocolates. And then around 12, 2 hours being there, I was so thirsty. I couldn't take it. So I started to leave. And the worker said, William, don't go. Come into the break room. We're having a party. And there on the table was a big bottle of Minerala, the green ones. Remember those recycled ones where you could do? I went right over there, grabbed it, and I said, oh yes, there's a big cup. I filled it up, and I drank the whole cup at once. It wasn't water. It was sweet. And I went like this, whoa! And they all looked at me, and I went, you have strong water. So here's what I learned from being thirsty. When I'm really thirsty, like I am, I just go up and check the water first. That way I'm never surprised. When in Romania, check the water. Now, the last thing I really enjoyed, the funniest thing that ever happened to me, when someone did something to me, was when I was, let's see this. I was refreshed. And I went to church on Sunday one day. It is one day, isn't it? And I sat down in the front row, and it was a normal day. Every day I'd go to church. I enjoyed it. And I'm sitting in the front row, and things are going well, and the preacher starts preaching. And all of a sudden, I don't feel good anymore. I'm starting to get gas. And I'm like embarrassed, like, what do I do? Because I don't want to get up because I'm in the front row and I'd be distracted. So, you know what I do? What do you do in church? I pray. And I said, please, let this be a short sermon. Guess what? The prayer was not answered. It was extremely long. And I was just, oh. But finally I got over it. And inside I'm saying, hallelujah! And I get up, and I was a man on a mission. I had a focus, and I didn't let anybody get in my way. I got through the crowd as fast as I could, and I'm going to the bathroom, and I'm reaching for the door. I couldn't believe what happened to me. A young lady had snuck up behind me, and she went, boom! Now, I'm not going to tell you what happened. You can use your imagination. All I will say is that after she did that, I no longer had a gas problem. So for 2 seconds, I just stood there. And then I finally turned around to her, and I looked at her, kind of serious, and I smiled. And I said, now you know that men have a built-in defense system. Some wisdom for you. Don't sneak up behind men and poke them in the sides, especially when they're going